Excuse me. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your poker game. No! Ouch.
What's up?
I am Luke from the Master Sword Guide with another Minecraft mod showcase. Been a while since I came out of my bedroom. And today we are doing the Deeper and Darker mod, which is a mod that adds a whole lot more to the new Deep, Dark, or Caves or Wild update, whichever update added the dark, the ancient cities, things like that. So yeah, it adds a lot more stuff, but I will warn you right now, do not take this mod lightly. This is a very, very difficult mod if you don't know how to approach it in the correct way. So first we're going to be going over the various crafting recipes, and then we're going to show out some new mobs that are in the mod, and we're going to go over the entire new dimension that have been added to the mod. So yeah, let's get that started. Woo! Alrighty, so to start off, we're actually going to go over the various mobs that are in this mod because they drop some things that are actually very important into crafting other things. So to get started, we have right here is the Shattered. These are your basic mobs that you'll find throughout the new dimension that there is. They're just, you know, basic mobs. They got 50 health. They're pretty strong actually. When it comes to, you know, like resistance and such, I don't recall them doing that much damage, but then again, I was in full teardrop armor, so I don't know. Plus they also drop what's known as soul dust. That'll be important for later. So yeah, that's the Shattered, right? That's what it's called. I already forgot. Shattered. Yes, Shattered. All right, the next one we have right here is the Sculk Leech. These guys are kind of just little annoyances. I guess you could consider them the silverfish of the new dimension right there.
You rang?
Shut up. I'll be with you in a second. Shut up
Well,
up there.
can you hurry it up down there? It's kind of boring up here.
They're not really strong, as you can see. You can take them out in basically 2 punches with your fist, and they don't drop anything. So they're just more of a little annoyance than anything. But yeah, that's the Sculk Leech. Doesn't do much. The next thing we have here is the Sculk Snapper. Now these guys are, I thought for a second that they were related to the Striders from the Nether, but it turns out no, they kind of aren't. They're just like these, you know, these little 4-legged creatures. They just do a little melee attack on you. Doesn't do a whole lot. And I actually don't know if they drop anything. Doesn't look like they do. There are some drops you can get from certain mobs, but I don't quite remember all of them. I just did some testing for these, so who knows, maybe we'll find out. But yeah, Sculk Snapper. The next one we have right here is a piece of Sculk right here. Yeah, it's just a regular piece of Sculk that doesn't really do much to help you. Yeah, just kidding. This is the Shriek Worm. This thing is incredibly powerful. As you can see, it's got 550 hearts of health, and wailing on this thing takes forever. Again, don't take this mod lightly because this mod will, if you're unprepared, it will kick your butt. But yeah, they're very strong. As you can see, they make similar noises to the Sculk sensors or Sculk shriekers that you can find in the ancient cities. And again, they're really powerful. They could very much kill you, even if you're eating enchanted butter apples, even though they're golden apples still. That you're eating food. They're food that you eat in any way. So yeah, I think it drops something actually kind of helpful. I need to wail on it a little bit more, try and find out. Okay, maybe not. I thought they did drop something, but they leave behind their Sculk nest, I guess. So yeah, Shriek Worm. Shriek Worm? What? The next one right here is the Sculk Centipede. Now I actually had to lock it up here because it crawls a wall just like a spider. This thing, I guess I can go and free it to show off what it can really do. This thing is kind of hesitant with attacking you. I remember when I did, it like came in for an attack, then tried to run away from you. So they actually might be a little scared of you. They also won't engage until you hit them, I believe. So they got basic health. They'll also drop what are known as Sculk Bones, which are going to be important for some crafting recipes later. But yeah, Sculk Centipede. Ooh. The last new mob that we have here is the Stalker, which is actually a boss. As you can see, it's got the boss health bar and such. I don't know what he's like meant to be and such. I don't know if he's supposed to be like a traveler that's like, oh no, that's a vase on him. So he has like literally a vase inside of him. But he will also spawn Sculk, the Sculk leeches and such. And he's also a sound-based one, just like the Warden. So if I bring in let's say if I bring in a cow, I spawn it in like the same cage as him. You be my test subject, you loyal cow. As you can see, sound based. Now, I don't know if it's this mod or just like some of the other mods that I have installed, but one thing that I noticed is how you can see like sound waves going from the thing that makes noise to the mobs that actually track sound, which I feel like is a really, really nice touch. Again, I don't know if it's this mod specifically or any of the other mods. So he's got 250 hearts of health. He's pretty strong, and the leeches can do even more damage. So they're really just more of an annoyance to you. I guess I removed his vase and it broke or something. Maybe use that as an attack. I don't know, but he'll drop a soul crystal. I don't know if that's if he drops that every single time or if it's rare or what. But once again, it's useful for some crafting recipes. Take that, you suckers. All right, now that we've gone over all the mobs and all the various drops that they have, it's time to go over the crafting recipes. Sorry, I lied once again. It's time to go over the various blocks that are in this mod here. This right here is called Echo Wood, as you can see right here. It's a lighter sort of wood planks, as you can see, and they're found in the various dimension, and they're basically your wood source. You can turn them into planks, you can turn them into signs. The sign was not placing on the ground for some reason, so I had to put it into an item frame here. Put it into doors and pressure plates, buttons, trap doors, stairs, slabs, walls, fences. On top of that, we also have Sculk Stone and Gloom Slate, which you can turn into chiseled, smooth bricks and things like that, which you also can convert to stairs, slabs, walls, slabs, stairs. And you also have these ancient vases. They can randomly contain loot whenever you punch them. So I guess I'll go ahead and grab another one just to show this off. I guess I need a pickaxe for it. Pickaxe? As you can see, they can give you some random loot. So yeah, those are the new blocks that are.
Hey, you said it'd be with me right now. And what better chance to do it than, now?
Doesn't mean you get the right to talk.
Dude, why you gotta be so rude to me? I'm just trying to hang out, man. Ow, what the hell? Oh, stop!
Annoying little bastard. I don't know why the blocks were pink for some reason. All right, now we're gonna go over the crafting recipes. But obviously, before we do, a couple things to note are just these various dropped items right here. I went over the soul dust, how you get that from the snap, or no, you get that from the shatter. That's what it is. You get the skulk bone from the worm or the centipedes, and then we also have these pieces right here. This is a skulk transmitter, which is still a work in progress. There's not really much on the forums as to how the thing works, so I'm not sure how it works. We have this right here, which is called the Heart of the Deep, which is an item, and also this right here, which is called a Warden Carapace, I think it's called. God damn it. Warden Carapace, which is both drops that are gotten from the Warden. Yeah, you have to take down the Warden in this mod. It's pretty tough. As again, third time I said this. Don't take this mod lightly. You need to prepare for this because it is going to kick your butt if you're unprepared. So with all these items in mind, here are the unique crafting recipes in this mod. First thing we have right here is a reinforced echo shard. To make that, you're going to need 4 echo shards, 1 Warden carapace, and 4 phantom membranes. Now, of course, since echo shards are a vanilla Minecraft drop, all you need to do is just, find them in ancient cities or from the various skulk mobs and just get them from them, and you'll get a reinforced echo shard. I'll explain more of that later, but we also have here is the soul elytra. Your elytra can get an upgrade. Took how many mods for someone to do this? I'm just kidding. To make that, you're going to need 3 of the soul dusts and 4 skulk bones, a skull crystal, and an elytra, and you'll get the soul elytra. I tested both of these out off camera, and it seems like the soul elytra might be a slightly faster than the regular elytra, but that could well just be in my imagination. I don't know for sure, but this one, especially when you fly, you leave souls behind you and like shrieks at you. So don't have this when you're in an ancient city, I guess. The other 2 unique items are the Echo Boat and the Echo Boat with chest, which are just crafted like normal boats and such. I just threw them in just so I could fill this large chest. That's it. Now, the reason why we're going to need this reinforced Echo Shard is to make the Warden set of armor and tools. Now, these are all done through a smithing table, not basic crafting, obviously. So you take your netherite set of tools and armor and such, put it in the smithing table with a reinforced shard, and you'll get the Warden set of armor and the Warden set of tools, which are incredibly powerful. As you can see, 11 attack damage on the axe and 10 on the sword. So they're pretty dang tough. I mean, the Warden is, I think he's rolled out to be the strongest mob in the game. So It only makes sense, but you're especially going to need the Warden helmet. If you can't get the shards for every single piece, make sure you do the helmet first. More on that later. All right, I've journeyed far and wide to finally show off the main feature of this mod. Found the hole that I need to drop down into, because we need to locate ourselves an ancient city. Because like I said, this mod adds an entire new dimension and not just like new things to, you know, craft and all Sculk related mobs and things like that. They got to have an origin point, you know, just like how the Warden had an origin point when the new update came out. But I found myself an ancient city. I didn't cheat at this, I swear. So obviously here, need to be careful because, you know, you'll summon the single strongest vanilla mob in the game and you need to come up to this city center right here. And this is where that Heart of the Deep comes in handy. I meant to grab it. Get rid of that right there. Because we need to come to the city center. And before you can activate the portal, you need to break all of these Sculk vines off of the city center here. At least off of this deep slate right here. Because if I try and activate it, oh, it does work. I guess just off the top of it. But you activate the portal with the Heart of the Deep. And you can finally go to the deep, dark dimension. I think that's what it's called. No, it's just called the other side according to the forums. Now, this is going to be silly, but I'm going to go ahead and set my game mode to regular, probably as a lot of you would be doing, and I'm going to go and hop in because upon stepping in, you'll notice that it's really freaking dark. I have myself the darkness enchant, which is actually, you know, you get that from the Warden and such. Now, in order to be able to see in this place is the other reason why you want the Warden helmet to craft first with a smithing table. Put it on, and that effect gets removed. So you can basically see in this other side dimension right here. You're of course going to want the rest of it. You also want to bring in like some potions and some golden apples and such. And you want to make sure, another quote direct from the wiki about this, make sure you remember your coordinates for your portal, because if you get lost, the only way out is dying. So, other than that, welcome to the other side, the main dimension of the deeper and darker mod. Here we are in what's known as the overcast columns right here. These are composed of something called crystallized amber, as well as gloom sculk. I guess these are the crystallized ambers, these really tall pillars right here, as you can see. Now, it's a lot of caves, it especially feels like it. And the wiki also says that it functions a lot like the Nether and End, where time doesn't pass here, weather is always the same, you can't sleep here. I don't know about water, how that would work here. I mean, it's not exactly hot like the Nether, so not sure that would work, but basic overworld functions don't work here, sadly. So that's really all there is here. I think you can also find the various mobs here, I think, at least maybe like the snappers or whatever. Moving on to the next one, we have the other side deep lands right here, which, you know, is composed of a lot more Sculk looking blocks. It's a lot prettier to look at than the overcast columns over there. So of course you want to be careful because there's a lot of Sculk here. So you'll be summoning the Warden non-stop unless you bring all the carpet with you that you could want. There's also phantoms down here since it is a dark place after all. You might have noticed that there were centipedes here. I think you can also find like the shattered here and the leeches and snappers and things like that. You can find them all here. So a lot of basic mobs will spawn here. I just summoned a Warden. Good thing I'm in creative mode. And here as well, you can also find the bone blocks like in the overworld and the Nether. You'll also find what's called Sculk Gleam. This is like the only light source here. And it's basically, it functions a lot like glowstone. As you can see, it's a glowy block. So it's a lot like glowstone. Other than that, I think, yeah, that's all the blocks to go over. Let's see if I can locate something. Whoop. Here in the deep lands as well is what's known as a other side temple, right? Ancient temple, that's what it's called. These ancient temples are a great place to find loot, but they're also very dangerous, as you can see. So you got your chest full of basic stuff that you basically find in a ancient city as well. You got your Sculk, you got some coal, you got some various drops and such. I mean, if I had to, enchanted golden apples as well. If I had to guess based on like a lore standpoint, I would imagine like the people that created the ancient cities and opened this portal found these temples as well and just couldn't, and probably just died in this dimension. It's kind of morbid to think about, really. You can see you can also find carapaces here. if you don't want to bother, if you didn't get one when killing the Warden, and if you get the Heart of the Deep but not a carapace when killing it. You also find some deep slate ores as well. You'll find every kind of ore in the overworld as well. So we got teardrop, we got lapis, emerald, redstone, gold, copper, iron. So you can find all the resources here if you can somehow survive in this place. What you'll also find are some jail cells here, and looking inside, if you're lucky enough, you will find a pretty remote item. There's also skeleton skulls here. The Sculk transmitter, which again is a work in progress, so I have no idea what it actually can do. If you know what it does, let me know in the comments. The last biome that they have in this mod is known as the Echoing Forest, where you'll find the echo trees that, you know, is your basic wood in this dimension. You also find echo soil, which I'm wondering, can this be tilled to grow crops here? No, it cannot. Okay, so you can't have farms here, but I believe this is meant to be like the safest place there is, because I mean, you get an achievement for it, but at the same time, I mean, there's a lot of Sculk here, so the chances of you also finding a Sculk Shrieker is probably up there. Yeah, as you can see, there's a Sculk Shrieker right there. It's they claim it to be the safest place on the wiki, but I mean, with the amount of Shriekers that are here, seems kind of low to actually find like relative ease here. You know what I'm saying? You also got some Sculk Gleam here, and yeah, again, Echoing Forest. I think it looks really nice. I like the purple aesthetic that this place has. Wow, so a death is loud enough for a Shrieker to hear me. The other two things to go over are this here called Sculk Affinity, which you put a soul dust into a into a brewing stand, excuse me, in order to be able to make that. What it does, I honestly don't know. I don't know if it makes you quieter when walking past Sculk or what, really. It's just kind of there. But there's also Sculk Smite, which I believe is meant to make your weapon stronger. I'm going to test this. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a Shattered here just to test this out. You go right in there. So a basic Warden sword does about 10 damage and such. Let's see, now that I actually have the this cool mod installed, what does Sculk Smite do? Okay, basically it doubles your damage when attacking Sculk, so that's good to know. I guess now there's also the question of what Sculk Affinity does. I'm gonna go ahead and drink this. What does it do? Okay, well, you'll still get hit. I honestly don't know what it does. But you can still die anyway. But yeah, those are the other two things about this mod. They claim to be works in progress. I guess maybe the Sculk Affinity is, but at the same time, not sure what that does. But the Sculk Smite is good to have. You are lucky with like trading and getting that good enchantment and such. But anyway, guys, that's really all this mod has to offer. It's kind of small from a like a creative mod review standpoint, but you know, when you're in survival, again, this mod might kick your butt if you're ill prepared. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you found this helpful in any sort of way. If you did, make sure you stab that like button and make sure you subscribe down below, and make sure you leave your comments down below about any mods you'd like me to review in the future, or if you have any questions or just need help with anything. I think I covered everything pretty well, but again, if you still have questions, let me know in the comments. I always read your comments, and I'm still working on like a series where I actually go back to mods and answer your guys' questions and take a look at things that I missed. So yeah, make sure you check out the description as well. Check out the mod and all my social media stuff. I don't post a lot, but I'm trying to at least. You can follow up with platforms when I'm not on YouTube. But that's all I really wanted to say. My name is Luke, and say it with me. Hey, screw you too, Warden. Stay strong and feel the power. See ya! Check it out, y'all. We got the whole family back for a whole family reunion. Oh, it is so beautiful. Everyone made of the same material. Uh-oh, I guess they're now X family because they don't seem to be sitting well with each other. I think I gotta separate these two.